Did you make a little news here? Didn't you say you hope to lead that committee?
I absolutely do.
A few moments later.
U.S. Representative Jasmine Crockett feels some way after recently opening up about her failed bid for committee leadership in the House of Representatives. And we're back, y'all. Thank you for watching today. Go ahead and hit that like button, my peepo. You know that it helps us out a ton. And of course, it helps you because it helps us keep bringing you this content. Now, y'all, something's going on with your girl, Jasmine Crockett, y'all. She was recently looked over for a promotion. You know how you watch the movies, sometimes you watch the news, watch a TV show, and there's a qualified, dynamic leader of a woman who doesn't get the job, and she says, I've been looked over for a promotion. And it's all upsetting. And we say, hey, that's not right. She was the best qualified person for the job. How come she didn't get it? And people say it's due to this. People say it's due to that. And there's always a suspicion. Is it what, you know, everybody has their suspicions, but what is the real reason? Well, y'all, that's happening to your girl, Jasmine Crockett. It happened just this week. And now she's pulling back from her party, at least in certain ways, because I think she feels betrayed, y'all. So we're going to hop right into it. So you saw from the coming up that Jasmine Crockett said, yeah, I'm going for that leadership position on my committee. She's the ranking member. And frankly, she's one of the most prominent and one of the most outspoken members of her committee. And I think she probably felt she had a pretty good chance at getting the post. But no, like so many before her, she didn't. She got looked over. So let's take a look at exactly what happened. But before we do, y'all, make sure you take care of your money. I'm not going to make this a long one, y'all. Go to Paralegold, PARALEGOLD.com, or call 844-651-8334, 844-651-8334. If you have $50,000 to $100,000 or more in your retirement, protected from inflation, protected from monetary debasement, you're about to retire. Make sure your money's still there and it's still worth something by investing at least some of it in gold. Talk to our partners at Augusta Precious Metals. Go click the link now, get the free information, and protect your precious retirement. Here in this report, it says U.S. Representative Jasmine Crockett feels some way after recently opening up about her failed bid for committee leadership in the House of Representatives. On Monday, the popular Texas Congresswoman pulled her name out of the running to serve as the ranking member of the House Committee on Oversight and Government Reform after she came in last place in a preliminary caucus vote. So vote, y'all, that's democracy, right? During a recent wide-ranging interview with the Griot, Crockett shared that she is having second thoughts about the time and energy she put into supporting Democrats in Congress following discussions about her candidacy for higher leadership. Oh yeah, that's the baby, y'all. She's sitting with me if you just heard that sneeze. About her candidacy for higher leadership in the caucus. Quote, I really gave a lot to the caucus. A lot of my time, a lot of my energy, as well as my treasure, said Crockett, who on Monday implied that she would take a back seat like the 92% of black women within the Democratic Party who were left disillusioned after the 2024 presidential election loss of former Vice President Kamala Harris. When asked to elaborate about whether she felt frustrated as a black woman, y'all know they got to just keep pounding you over the head with that, right? So, you know how journalism is these days. When asked to elaborate whether she felt frustrated as a black woman seeking a leadership role within the Democratic Party, y'all, what part? Isn't this the party where she should shine? You know? Crockett told the Griot there's absolutely a frustration as a black woman in America in general, but yeah, I won't deny that. I'm looking at my baby right now. Baby, I don't want you to feel frustrated. You're a winner. You don't have to never make excuses, baby. Okay? You're a winner. Anyway, let's keep it moving. Her disappointment with her party stems from communications behind closed doors while debating her candidacy for the Oversight ranking member position. The powerful role would have made Crockett the top Democrat on a committee that is the main investigative body of the House. Quote, "It was frustrating to hear over and over that I wasn't a team player," said Crockett, who had highlighted her fundraising prowess, which included raising more than $4 million for the Democratic Congressional Campaign Committee and her attendance of more than 100 events as a surrogate for the party in the 2024 election. Quote, "One of the reasons I laid out how much money I raised, how many trips I'd taken, how much money I'd given is because in my mind, I was the biggest team player," Crockett told the Griot. "And so for me, it's not, going hard for the team. Then honestly, I have some figuring out to do as it relates to how it is that I can get a caucus that believes that I'm down for them." So y'all, I want to just give an opinion on this real quick. I've been critical of Crockett. I've said that she plays the hood role. Some people love it, some people hate it. I don't like it. I feel like it's an act, but it's been working for her. She's gotten a lot of press. She's gotten a lot of attention. She has gotten the opportunity to go out for this role, and then she got to come in last place, which shows that other people don't like it either. But one thing I will say is this, y'all. The Democratic Party has been rewarding this type of craziness for other people. And in Crockett's defense, if you're playing for the party of crazy and you come out and you say, okay, well, I'm going to go crazy just like everybody else is going crazy. This is what we're doing. Let's do it. I'm going to do it. And then when you do it, you get treated differently. I'm not going to say the reason why. I don't know what the reason why is. I know it doesn't fall. I don't like it when any of them are doing this stuff. So I can't personally say it's this. I can't personally say it's that. It's just the crazy regardless who the person is. But I can certainly see the gripe like, oh, okay, so I'm going to go. Y'all telling me crazy. I do crazy. Then I even fundraise for the crazy. And then y'all don't reward me. So I get where Crockett's coming from. Even though I don't like her style, even though I definitely don't like her policies or her politics, I think if you're going to go with a particular team and they're going to tell you we want you to do a certain thing or we expect this, even if they don't say it explicitly, but this is what they're rewarding, you do it and then you don't get the reward. That sucks. So that's my opinion. I'd like y'all to let me know, what do you think about all this? Let me know down in the comments, but before you do, please stop, hit the share button. Share this video out over email, text message, WhatsApp, Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, all of your favorite social mediums. And of course, if you're not a subscriber, subscribe for the baby. Can y'all hear her talking? Subscribe for the baby. She makes an appearance every once in a while. Right, Ava? Okay. And of course, y'all, if you're like me, if you're 45 or older, I'm 45. I got a 0-year-old here. I got to think about retirement. I got to think about all kinds of stuff. I can't be affording to lose my money in the stock market to upsies, downsies, roundsies, and roundsies. Go to Paralegold, PARALEGOLD.com. Find out why gold can help you resist the craziness in the markets. Or call my partners at Augusta Precious Metals at 844-651-8334. Thank y'all for watching. Love y'all. We'll see you back in the next one.
If the Democrats take over after the midterms next year, the House and or Senate, do you think they're going to push for investigations into Trump's family and the whole crypto acquisitions that he is getting?
Well, Alex, I'm glad you asked.
Oh, here we go.
Listen, so long as we end up taking the House, which I fully anticipate that we will do, and we are going to work hard to obviously help our Senate colleagues as well, then as someone who serves on the Oversight Committee and hopes to lead the Oversight Committee, I can guarantee you that we will do what we are supposed to do as constitutionally sworn members of the House, which means that we will conduct oversight. That means that we will investigate. We will look at whether or not this president himself has violated violated the emoluments clause as it relates to say such things as getting a $400 million plane from the Qataris. We also will make sure that we're looking into all these business deals that they have going on. I mean, think about it this way, Alex, they were going after Hunter because he sat on a board. Think about how much money they are raking in, whether we're talking about the next golf resort that they're setting up in Qatar, or whether we're talking about them leveling Gaza, as they've talked about, and talked about how it would be great beachfront property, whether we're talking about this crypto scam, the scam that people didn't even want to walk into and show their faces. Let me tell you, there is no shortage of things for us to dig into and determine whether or not there have been not only violations of the law, but definitely violations of our Constitution as a whole.
Did you make a little news here? Didn't you say you hope to lead that committee?
I absolutely do. You know, unfortunately, we are going to lay our dear colleague, Jerry Conley, to rest here on Tuesday. And there will have to be an election to determine who is going to lead the Oversight Committee. And ultimately, I am hoping and praying that my colleagues see that I can provide what we need as a team to make sure that we can move forward and instill some confidence in the American people by knowing that they have a real fighter who will not back down, even in the face of all the threats that I will have waged at me, because Lord knows I get death threats every single day. But at the end of the day, I truly believe that God will never leave my side. And so I will fight fearlessly and ferociously for the American people.